Hi guys, it's Wendy. I have been playing around with some of these awesome papers that my sister eco-dyed for me. I have still got quite a few left and I just thought, what am I going to do with them? So the other day I was swiping through YouTube, and you know how they on your home page they put suggestions for you to watch. I came across Catarina's, is it Cat Giglio. I came across her channel. I'm sorry if I've just butchered your name. And she was making these awesome, what did she call them? Mixed media string books. And I thought, oh, that would look lovely. Some of those would look lovely made out of the eco-dyed paper that my sister sent up. So, of course, I had to try it. I have got 3 here. This one here is, this one is the only one completely finished. I've still got, I want to put something on the front cover of this one, I think. And this one here I haven't decorated at all on the inside because I have got some plants and flowers that I'm pressing at the moment and they're not quite ready. So I thought I'll just decorate the front up and leave the inside of this one blank until my flowers are finished being pressed. So I'll just show you through it anyway. So that's the cover. Isn't that just so scrumptious? A little 1/2-inch spine, and this measures, I think it's about 3 by 4.5. I'll just check that. Oh, it's roughly 4 1/4, which is about 11 centimeters, and 3 inches wide, which is 8 centimeters. And this is the inside. The cover is actually like 2 pieces, but I'll explain that in a minute. And these are the pages, and she called it a string book because she's just put a piece of string there, and that's just to hold on your signatures, or hold your pages on. Okay, so I've only made, I think she had like three 1-sheet signatures or something, so I've kind of like made 2 2-page signatures in mine. And then at the back here you actually, and what I've just seen, I haven't rubbed that out, so just let me quickly rub those pencil marks out. Okay, that looks a bit better. There's like a little slot here on the last inside page, and you can see here at the spine where you just tie your string on, and that's on the inside here. That's on, this is the outer, sorry guys, Sunday morning. This is the outer cover, and then you also have an inside cover. And then you can open that up there, and that's how you can tie your strings on, or you can untie them, you can add more strings on, you can take them off, you can do whatever you want there. So I thought this was just so cool, just to use some of these eco-dyed papers or cardboard and make these awesome little journals out of. So on the front of this one I've got some of that eco-dyed fabric that my sister sent me up as well, and then I've just got these little things here from a necklace that's one of those shell type leaf in the shape of a leaf, and just a flower from, you know, necklaces or some kind of jewellery that I had picked up from the op shops. Okay, so that was that one. And then just for the closure on these, I have just been wrapping a piece of the string around. So I will just close this one back up. While I'm going along. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'll show you this one here, because this was the first one I done after I watched Cat's video. I thought, oh, I'm going to try that. So I never really did mine to her size measurements. I don't think. I think mine are either a bit longer or a bit wider. I'm not real sure. But anyway, this was the first one that I done. So this one is kind of like my keeper, and it's a bit of a prototype for me. I always like to do one of something up before I actually try and do some more to see if I feel comfortable with making it. So I've got a bit of lace on here. I have some kind of not sure what you call that, just like a trim, like a Hessian trim or something, and then just an old button that could do with a bit of a clean up there. I think I got glue on it, and just one of those little rosette type of rolled flowers. And the whole idea of them, on the pages you can make like little miniature art pieces, okay, or you can use it for a glue book, or you can use it for photos, or you can you know, use the little journal however you want, really. But on this one here, I've kind of like got a mixture of images, of collaged images, and then like little art pieces like this here. I have some calico, and then a little cut off piece of fabric, and then I've just stitched this little piece on here. And also I've done a bit of hand stitching. So I'll just bring that up so you can see the little bit of like hand stitching just around here, just to stitch those pieces together. And look, voila, little art piece. Okay, and then over here on this one here, I've more or less done the same. A bit of calico, a bit of lace, a bit of hand stitching, and there is this little bead, oh gosh, I just can't think of my words this morning, sorry guys. But anyway, this one here, I've hand stitched all these elements on, and then I've just adhered the calico to my page. Now this one over here, I thought, oh, let's use a bit of paper, so just made a little art piece on that page there. I think it looks so cool. And like, oops, sorry, I've made it sort of for texture, this little one. So there's like papers here, and then just here I've put just some threads that came out from the calico just down under there. So on this one here you've got, you know, the fabric, and then you've got like a rough piece of lacy type material, and then you've got a bit of metal on this one here. Okay, so that's that one. And then over on this page here, I've got some fabric that I've stamped on, and then a piece of paper, and like a little image here from a magazine, and then just a ribbon type trim down here that's very coarse. It feels like a burlap. Then on this page here, just some fabric scraps again that I've sewn on, and also a piece of metal there, and some really soft fibres there. And then over on this page here, I haven't covered up all the stitching. I actually stitched this red like a velvet type material to the page, and I left the stitching on this side, which I think is just wonderful, like texture wise. You can run your fingers over it and just get that bit of contrast from the smooth papers and that. And then just one of those little rolled rosettes or whatever they're called, okay? And then over here, just some more papers and a little bit of lace down the side, and some eyelash trim behind that. And then the last page here, which is a pretty simple page, but I really love this one. I've just got some scrap papers with some of that eco-dyed paper from my sister, and then just an image of an old shack, an old hut out in the bush somewhere. And then you can open up that there. And with this one, this was my first one, and I thought, oh, I'm going to need to like reinforce that spine. So I did put a piece of chipboard just down there, but you don't really see it when your book's closed, or you can just see the ends a little bit, but you don't really notice it because you have that tucked in there anyway. And then on the back page here, just a little pocket that you can just put little bits and pieces in if you want to. So this was the first one I made, and after I'd put that spine in, I thought, oh, I don't think you really need that, like need to reinforce it, because you've got an outside and you've got an inside cover. Okay, so that's with the next two I made. I'll just let me close this one up. So with this was the very first one I made, and I just loved the way it turned out. Just something, a little journal that just, you know, I can go back and look at, that I've got a few little mixed media art pieces in there that I can treasure. Okay, so that was the first, and then this here and the other one were next in line, and this is where I thought, with this one here and there, I didn't actually put any reinforcing chipboard in the spine. Now this one here, I thought, oh, I'll just make this like, you know, a collage one, but I found a heap of vintage photos that, oh gosh, I don't know how long I had been hoarding them. And I just thought that I would add them in here, but I didn't want like a vintage photo every page. So I kind of like added just some ripped images of flowers and put like a little bit of, what's it called? Tissue paper, printed tissue paper on there as well. So this is the first image there, and I've got that on the inside cover, and then like a flower one here, and this is the image here, and this is a tissue where I have just adhered the tissue to the page, which I think looks so pretty, looks very cool. And then I have this image here of the two gentlemen, and this one here, and then this one, and then just another image here of a floral image with some of that tissue paper up there. And we've got that one there, and then another flower image, and that photograph. I just love the way this turned out. Like, it's very plain and very simple, but it's more or less like, you know, a little miniature photo album for you of people that you don't know. Oh, you know what I mean, guys. And then just at the back here, I've just done a very simple collage with some papers and some lace and those flowers, whatever they're called. So that's this one, and then you pull that out like that. You can see your strings, and I've just glued another, like a little pocket on the back of this one here as well, in case you find another photo you want to tuck in there or something, and then that just gets put into there. But I just think they're so cute, and you know, you could use them for anything that you want, you know, any theme or any style. I do want to put something on here, but I haven't found what I want, to put on there, so I'm just going to let that go for a bit. But anyway, guys, I'm going to show you how easy they were to make, now that I've rambled on enough about them. Okay, so we'll just put them up there and get these out. I've been fussy cutting some butterflies, and I shall put them just up there. Okay, so I have, this is what we call an A4 piece of paper or cardboard. I just have a sip of my cuppa that my darling hubby brought in for me. Okay, and come out a bit, that's a bit better. Move these up a bit further. Okay, just let me put that there. Alright, move that up out of the road. Okay, so I've got, this is like a thin cardboard. It has got a bit of extra weight to it than just, you know, photocopy paper, which is really good to use for the cover. And it's our A4 size, which is about 8 inches by 11.5, which is 29 centimetres by about 20.5 centimetres. Did I say 29? Yeah, 29.5. Okay, so with this, I might, because that's 8, I might do the height of my little journals at 4, so I will be able to get the front and back cover done out of one of these, plus I think a page or maybe 2. So I'm just going to put my ruler down and rip it, just to get that end edge on there, and look, ripped that a bit crooked, but that's okay because they're kind of like rustic books. They don't have to be perfect, if you know what I mean. Alright, so what I think I am going to use, I'm just going to work out what front of my book of the little journal I want, and I think it's here because of this part here is where she had it folded, and you can see the string lines where she had it tied. So that's going to be the front. And I want a piece, oh, right, okay, that, I've got my piece, blah, 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 blah. Let's have a sip of coffee, Wendy. Oh guys, I've just realised I haven't had my lights on. I'm so sorry. Okay, right, I've had a sip of coffee, I've turned my lights on. I hope you've seen those little journals okay. You should have, I don't know. I've got a piece that I'm going to use for my outside cover, okay? So my outside cover is going to have that little fold-in thingo at this end. So I'm going to use this here for the front of my cover. So what you want to do is, that's going to be the front. I am going to fold about 1/2 inch at the front of my cover. Okay, so that's the first thing you do, is just fold that over there. Now you need this on there to join your inside cover, and you'll know why soon. Okay, so that's going to be my front cover. Then I just fold over about 1/2 inch on the inside, and then I'm going to measure it at 3 inches and put a mark, and then I'm going to put another mark at 3.5 inches, so that part there is going to be my 1/2 inch spine. Okay, and then another mark over here at 3 inches, and 3 inches is about 8 centimeters. Okay, now I am going to just roughly get that straight and just put my ruler on my first mark here, and I'm just going to just run my brayer over that a couple of times, just so that it makes it easier for me to fold. Okay, so I'll fold that now, just there. Okay, and just give that a press down. So that's actually the front of my cover and my outside cover. And then I'll just go and do the same with the next mark I made, which is just about there. And I'll also just give this one here a bit of a score as well. Okay, so now I can fold over the other side of my little spine, and then fold over that one there. Okay, so that is more or less, no, don't look at this part here, that is more or less the outside cover. Okay, now with this one here, I just let that go for the time being. I'm going to get my other piece, and I'm just going to put it, let me see, I really did rip that very crooked, didn't I? So let's do it that way. We'll do it the same way. So I've got my other piece here now for the inside. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just butt my inside cover up underneath my fold, just so that I've got it, you know, nice and firm up there. And then just grab my pencil, and I can see the marks for the spine there, And then I'll just come down here and just do another mark for this other end fold here, which is the end of the back page. And I can now, I might just line this up a bit. Don't want to go as crooked as what I did before. Okay, so that would have been crooked, yep. So I can just rip that off there, and this one here you can just fold over and you can use that for one of your pages inside your little journal. Okay, now here, I'll line that up straight again. Here I'm just going to indent the marks, indent where I'm going to fold it for the spine. So I've got that one there, and then this one here. So I can fold, didn't I press hard enough? I'll fold it this way first, I can see it better. So I'm just folding over the lines to get the spine, okay? Now I want it this side so they can get folded back this way. That one. And that one. Okay, so I've put that as my spine. So that should just fit nicely inside there. Okay. Now when I do, you can just use your glue to put that down with. I've actually been using my Dina Wakley ultra thick gel medium, which is like a heavyweight glue. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue, I'll do it down here, on the inside of the outside cover. And you don't want to put any glue up over the first fold for your spine. Okay, so I'll just get this on here. And I just thought I'd try out this thick gel medium because I wanted to see how long it would take to dry, and also to see how actually good it was for using as a glue, and I really do like it. It's rather cool. Okay, so, and it does take a while to dry, but that's okay, and it gives it like an extra it gives it a little bit of extra strong feel to it once it has dried. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. It's Sunday morning, give me a break. Okay, and then I'm going to this little fold that we made, the 1/2 inch fold. I'm also going to put some glue on there. Okay, and that gets folded over, and that actually holds down the front of the inside cover as well. Okay, that is so cool, isn't it, guys? So I'll just hold that there for a minute. And I will leave Cat's link down below in my description if you want to pop over there. She's got some really interesting mixed media videos as well. So I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed seeing this one here. She does, I think she does a lot of articles for a lot of different magazines like Somerset Studio and other mixed media type magazines. So I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching her videos. Okay, so while that front cover there is still drying, just feels like I need to put a bit more down here, which I don't know why. Okay. It just, I think this paper really does soak up this glue, but it's okay, I like it still. Right, okay, so while that's on there, I'm just going to fold that back so that I can see my little spine there. Okay, I'm just going to keep going with this. Actually, I might put might just put a little clip on there just to hold that on for I'll just hold that on so it can stay adhered to each other while it's drying. Okay, so I've just folded that back there and I can see my little spine. So what I'd done then was just grabbed, this is just like a very thin rope. It has like 3 strands, so I just thought I'd try this and I think it works okay. You can use crochet ribbon, crochet wool, or you know, whatever you've got. So what I've done to get my ties on, I just kind of like cut, no real big measuring, but I'll just measure it for you. So that's about 14 inches long, and then about another one the same, and I've only been putting 2 signatures in mine. You could add 3 if you wanted to as well. And all you have to do is just loop that over down to your little spine down there and pull it over this side and just tie it, guys. Now you don't want to pull it too tight, but you don't also want to leave it too loose. Okay, so I kind of like give mine one little tug and then hold that there, and then I go all thumbs and just wrap that under there. Okay, just hold that nice and firm and then just give it a pull. Okay, so you've got a little bit of give just to put your signature in there, and I'll just cut that off there, and then just do the other one the same way. Just put it over your signature and then just tie them together at the back here. And tie that into a knot. Okay, well, let it go. That might have been a bit too loose, but that's okay. Just work with it. And look, that's how easy that is there. Okay, so I'll take those off there now. Okay, so that's the string on there on your little spine. Now for this back part here, I have just more or less been eyeballing where I want my little point to go. So I fold that over there, and I just have a look and I think, okay, I'll just rip it about there. So I will rip that now, which is roughly about there. And I'll just, okay, I'll just measure this all along here. So the outside cover for the book will be around about 10 inches because I've got ½ an inch here folded over. Okay, so yeah, I'd say anywhere between 9 to 10 inches would be a very good size for this, to have your pages 3 inches wide. Okay, so then now what I have been doing, because I've noticed that when I go to fold that up, I've got a bit of an overhang here, so I am just going to trim that down so that it fits in there nicely when your page is flat. When you open it up, this fold here is actually going to stop it. So I'm just going to take about 1/4 of an inch off here, and I could rip it, but it would take too long for me to rip that 1/4 of an inch off, so I'm just going to cut that. Okay, and then when you fold that up, you can notice that that back page is like more or less about 1/8 of an inch away from that folded back part. Okay, so then I just kind of like grab the center. I go up about 1 inch or a ruler width at the bottom here, and I am just going to put a mark there and a mark there, and then I will work out the center, which is 2 inches or 5.5, and then where I marked here, I'll open that up because this is the flat part at the back. Okay, so where I've marked the 2 inches, then I just come out about 3/4 of an inch on either side and rule a line just down there and one just there. So I've really just ruled the lines to show you where I'm going to rip, so that gives me a nice little shape to push in the little slit that I'm going to make. So okay, just to make this easier for me to rip, I'm just going to fold over my my lines, fold over on my lines, and just press that down, and then do the same over this side. I can see my line over here, which is what I'm using as a guide. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and we just press them back this way again, and that just makes it easier for me to rip that off when I get it started. Okay, so, and I don't mind that rough edged look. And this one here, oh come on, fingers aren't working. Okay, so now I have my little I don't know, tab. So I lay my book flat, and on the back inside cover I'm just going to mark where I want to just cut out a little slit to this, for this to go into. So I'm thinking just about there and about there. So I've just put a dot on either side there. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting, use this, straighten that edge up. Okay, so I'm going to be cutting my line, just a little slit of a line. Can you see that? Hang on, there. So I'm going to be cutting from there just down to there, and that's where that is going to fold in. Okay, so for that I shall just move the outside cover away and just line up there, grab my blade, and just going to start there and cut down to that bottom dot. Then just move my ruler back a fraction. Now you don't really want to make this little slot here really wide, because I noticed with my first one, if you make it wide then your tab will slip out. Okay, you just want to make the smallest type of slit in this as possible. Okay, and that is the size of the piece of paper that I've just cut out. So it is very, very it is a very, very thin slot. Okay, so once you've done that, then you can tuck your back page in. Now if when you put that in like that, it fits wonderful in like that. Okay, so but what you need to do is just fold your book up, and if you get the back page buckling like I do, that just means you haven't made the slit wide enough. So all I do there is just go and cut out like another, I don't know, it's not even an eighth of an inch, and I'll do that on both sides because I do want it to be kept even. So I'm just working my blade down and not really cutting any out, I'm just marking it, making it a bit wider. So I'll have another look now. Okay, and close that up again, and I've still got a slight buckle there, and I shall just do it. You don't want to cut the whole page off here, but you do want it to make a nice snug fit. Okay, right, we'll try that one now. That should be right, hopefully. Fingers crossed, Wendy. Right, snug fit, and close it up. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, and it doesn't feel like it's grabbing that much either. Or what you could do is just cut off or rip the side of these a bit more, just so that they're I really like the torn look, but I will just do this in case you're one of those people that like, you know, straight edges. So look, by taking that off there, that's really stopped that from bowing as well. You will have a little bit come out because don't forget that underneath your little spine there, you know, you've got a couple of knots. Okay, but look, that's how easy it is, guys. And then you've got one page already to put in your strings. So that just slips in there. Okay, so after I've finished uploading, I will go down in my description and I'll give you the outside cover measurements, and I'll give you the inside cover measurements, okay? And then you can just add your pages in there, as many as you want. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I just love the way these little journals have turned out. So thank you so very much, Cat, for the inspiration. I love them, and I've still got quite a few. Oh, I've got 2 left of those ones. I've got 2 of these eco dyed papers left, so I think I might try and make something else out of these, or maybe even a bigger one would be so cool. Okay, but these are just so cute, guys, and you can use them, you know, for your normal day journaling. You can, you know, make a special gift out of it to give someone, whatever you feel like doing, but I just love them. Okay, that's it. You all have a great day and stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.